I did say we were going to start again if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Great. But my dad's favourite joke
Hang on,
is...
sorry. You said we were going to start again if it didn't work. So was your idea of it not working us not laughing?
Yeah.
So in your head, we were starting again then?
I thought so.
Yeah, no, we're letting it roll, mate.
Okay,
that's content.
You're the boss.
Hello, mate, you all right? And he's like, yes, Jim, yes. And I'm thinking, oh, he knows my name. He knows my name. I said, you don't recognise me, do you? I said, I'm sorry, no, I don't. He said, I was the priest.
I've got 12 movies in my top 10. I don't know how many you got, you fucking idiot.
It might have a tiebreaker.
Yeah,
couldn't
it
decide.
might be, yeah.
Maybe. Hey,
Do sequels count? Yeah.
And it's surprising just how weak I felt after it. Your heart's effectively a muscle, and you think, my leg muscles aren't quite there. You can still walk about and do
Fuck
stuff.
off, Jim. There was no need.
Oh,
There was fucking no need. Yeah, he took my sticks off me. I have never felt so unstable.
Yeah, man.
Hey, we are live.
That was the intro, by the way, Jim.
You are?
That was the intro.
That's how we start. Yeah. Hello, welcome to another episode of the Unstable Podcast with me, Ricky Belshaw, and we are joined today by Jim Howarth of Comedy Hotspot. Jim, tell them who you are.
you've just told me who I am. Jim Howarth from Comedy Hotspot.
I mean, what you do, introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm Jim Howarth from Comedy Hotspot. I'm a comedy promoter based in Lincolnshire.
Yeah. Jim helped me a lot early doors. I came and worked the door, didn't I, and did the tickets and stuff before I'd even done my first open mic.
I think you applied for an ad I put out, and then when I selected you and thought you'd be perfect, that's when you told me you had cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
And you were fucking no use to me whatsoever.
So the advert was he needed someone to sort of help him with the setting up of the rooms, taking it down afterwards, doing the doors, and I just decided to get into comedy, and then I saw this ad. I was like, that's perfect, so I can go and watch some pro comedy. And as it turns out, like real top level nights that you do, that we'll get into that. So I phoned up, had a great conversation, got selected, then told him I was disabled, so all I could do was the tickets. Yeah. You can tell the story about the moment we first met.
I think it was in a field
Yep.
at an outdoor gig
Because we're still under COVID restrictions,
Yeah,
or they
yeah.
were just being relaxed or something.
in Boston. I saw you pulling up, so I started to walk over to you, and our eyes met across a muddy field. You got out the car,
Beautiful moment.
smiled at me, and then went face first into the ground.
I absolutely stacked it. Properly stacked it. I just got out of the car, shut the door. I don't even know what happened. My legs just gave way and I was face first in the mud. I was like, yeah, thanks. And then you went on to tell me that if you had a heart attack, I had to get the spray out of your coat and put it in your mouth.
That's right, yeah.
Because you had a bad ticker at the time.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
How's the ticker now, mate?
That's all good.
Yeah?
That's the least of my worries.
I was going to say, it's been we nearly didn't record today.
Yeah.
We had a text this morning at 7 o'clock that you nearly had to go to A&E, because that's one of the reasons why I got you on, actually, because you've had a fucking rough year, 18 months, 2 years.
Yeah, I went in hospital on the 18th of December to have cancer removed, and they weren't content removing just my cancer. They decided to cut a few other bits and bobs while they were in there, and it's and now I'm in a bit of a state, but we're getting there. We're getting to the tail end of it all.
So the cancer is...
Cancer's gone.
Gone now?
It took them 4 months to tell me that the cancer had gone.
Fucking hell.
They told me on the 12th of January that we're going to have to pause all the other things and the rectifying of the mistakes because your cancer has spread, so we'll get you all in a stable place. We'll get you out of hospital and we'll focus on your cancer.
Yeah. What cancer was it, Jim?
Bowel.
Bowel cancer, yeah.
And so I was like, okay, cool. They fast forward 3 months, I'm talking to a clinical trial nurse about chemotherapy course, and I said, you cancelled one recently. I don't understand why you've cancelled one, telling me you'll just monitor me, and now you want to put me on chemotherapy again. What's the best thing for me cancer? And she said, you don't have cancer. Your cancer was, you were cancer-free on the 12th of January. And I was like, so why isn't it? I've gone through 4 months thinking I've still got cancer.
That's so bad.
It's dangerous, though.
So
it's
bad.
actually dangerous. Like, to do that to somebody, the psychological stuff that's going through your brain when you've got that kind of shit going on.
And not just
that's
that.
Bad. Dangerous.
That's bad enough. But also, like, I imagine that if you think you're on a time limit, you could live very differently during them 4 months. Like, you could have just sold up, blown all your savings, and
Yeah.
I don't know, knowing you, got a load of hookers. Luckily, you didn't. But no,
not that you know of.
Not that I know of, yeah. But no, seriously, you could have absolutely just ripped through a load of savings or whatever and fucked yourself long term, and the mental health stuff.
The biggest impact was mentally for me because I live on my own.
Yeah.
It was just wrestling with everything that's gone on over the sort of the last 7 years, really, with my health and with the other bits and bobs going on. You know, some of the like my wife leaving me and all that type of stuff, and it just scrambles your nut a bit.
Yeah.
That and when you're sitting there and you can't be asked to even eat because you can't focus on anything, you can't concentrate on anything. It makes life difficult. And then all of a sudden I look in a calendar, think I've got a gig Friday, and then I have to turn up and everybody thinks I look amazing and great and I'm doing really well. And think, look at Jim, ain't he?
Oh, he's lost so much weight, he looks great.
And then I go back on again and I go back into that vegetative state where I'm just barely existing almost.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, bless you.
it's difficult.
And it's been a rough few years for you, really, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, let's get into that, Jim, if you're happy to. Like, so it was when I first met you. So we've known each other 5 years or so now. Yeah, because it was the year after
2020,
2021, that sort of time. So you had heart problems then. What was all that about? Obviously, I know, but they don't.
I imagine a lot of it was to do with my lifestyle. I pretty much live life in a fast lane. I'd stopped smoking, but I'd smoked since the age of 14. For 30 odd years, I was smoking.
Yeah.
Drinking like a fish. I was probably borderline binge alcoholic, and I could go weeks without a beer, but if I had one, that was it.
It was all or nothing. Like, yeah.
And so I could never go to the pub and say, "I'll just come down for a couple." I could never do that.
Yeah.
So I'd avoid doing that for that very reason. And it could last days and days and days. And the military doesn't necessarily help when they're giving you cigarettes and giving you free booze or cheap booze and taking you to all these glorious, you're at sea for 5-6 months. And then you get alongside somewhere and you think, right, okay, let's outpin here and let's make some stories and some memories.
Yeah, because it was the Navy you're in, wasn't it? Yeah. We'll probably come on to that because that's dead interesting. But going back to your heart.
And then when I left the military, I went into the corporate world, which is a lot of stress and pressure. I was running a multi-million-pound contract on a military base, delivering all her soft FM. And
Are you allowed to talk
soft
about that?
what is
Are we going to get into trouble for talking about
military stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just won't tell
Depends
you.
how vague we are, I guess.
Do you want to tell us?
Yeah.
Do you know
We'll do it in the Patreon behind the paywall.
And,
so what is soft FM?
soft FM's catering, retail, leisure, hospitality, cleaning contracts, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Hard FM is more maintenance and stuff like that.
Right.
So I was doing that and thought it'd be a good idea to set up Comedy Hotspot while I was doing it, because while I was in the corporate world, the corporate organisation decided to put a comedy tour on around RAF bases around the UK.
Okay.
And
I bet Mr. Page got some work there, didn't he?
yeah, he did. It's where I first met him.
Of course he did, yeah.
And that was called Funny Fockers.
Right, with an O.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
of course, there's so many shit names for comedy, like the Laughing fucking Llama or whatever, just because it's an alliteration. I don't know, it probably exists. I don't know.
It probably does, yeah.
And then we had, I had my show. The first show I did was an absolute car crash. If I could make the mistake, I made it.
Okay.
And I really don't like being not good at stuff.
No.
So
that is something that I've learned about you.
I started to go to comedy clubs and just pick up little things. Oh, I quite like that. I don't like that. I'm not doing that. This is good. Talking to comedians. I did my second show, which was perfect. Everybody thought it was amazing. The comics that were on the bill were saying, "How long have you been doing this?" And I said, "This is only the second show I've ever done." Oh. And they said, "Mate, you do this better than most of the circuit does it." And then it just developed from there. And then so many people kept saying, "You should do this for a living." It just wouldn't pay me the same the corporate world would pay me.
Yeah, of course.
But then I had an heart attack because I was doing 70 hours a week in the day and then going out Thursday, Friday, Saturdays doing shows.
Yeah.
And it weren't sustainable. So I had an heart attack, tried to go back to work, realised I hated it.
Yeah.
All they wanted me to do was make people redundant and stuff, and I just thought, I'm not doing this anymore. Spoke to my wife at the time, and I don't think she was overly chuffed that I was turning in an 85 grand a year job to go and earn $8,500 a year.
Yeah. Just a little bit of a downturn there, isn't there, John?
But I said I don't earn anything if I'm dead, so let's just thank the Lord for small mercies. Let's be happy with the $8,500 and not the 8.
100%.
And
been married, wouldn't you have got something if you were dead?
yeah.
She's responsible for the heart attack, mate.
That's it.
That's why they're divorced.
So she is no longer. She bailed out once I made my decision, and and I don't
was
regret
that
it.
the catalyst for
I
the
think
split?
so. She'll deny that, obviously, because there's two
she
sides to every story.
Yeah. Well, there's 3, aren't there? There's his, hers, and the truth.
Yeah.
You know.
And then we've got
Jim's is the truth.
Yeah.
I do actually believe that.
I'd tell you, if I was a dickhead, I'd tell you. If I'd been unfaithful, I'd tell you.
You have done. You have told me at times you've been a dickhead, so I do believe that.
So I quit, and that was it. She bailed out, it sounds horrible, but it didn't bother me overly that
I was just about to ask, like, did you regret that? Obviously, you love your wife, and you're in this sort of routine, let's call it. Did you regret that decision?
No, I've never regretted anything I've done, good or bad.
Yeah,
I am who I am today because of the mistakes and the good things I've done in my life. So, I look forward. We're here for what, 70 years, 75 years, if you're lucky, 80.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste my time on our souls looking back, wondering what if.
Yeah. It's interesting you say that. I did a podcast, I recorded someone else's podcast called The Hurt Locker this week.
You've done this with somebody else?
I know. Terrible behaviour. And the last, it's all about men's mental health, and the last question they asked me was, if your 9-year-old self knocked on the door now, what would you say? And I came out with this answer that was pretty good. I'm looking, my girlfriend's here because she was listening. It was pretty good, but then I thought about it after, and I mentioned to Hannah, I said, actually, I wish I'd have answered that totally different, and just said, actually, I'd have shut the door on it, because I'm happy where I am now, and any advice I give there would have changed through the butterfly effect. So actually, the reality is, even though the answer was really nice and wanky on that podcast, the truth is I'd fucking shut the door, because
even with all this going on with me now, I don't believe in much, but I believe in fate. This is my path. This is it. I'm meant to be like this, and then if I'm not, then I won't be, and we'll crack on and do whatever. And if I live till I'm 100, I hope I don't, but if I do, then I live till I'm 100.
Are you religious?
No, not in any way, shape, or form.
No.
This morning when I was in the gym, I'm not a religious man. I believe in something. There's got to be something.
Some kind of higher power.
Yeah. There's something.
I think whatever gets you by, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, whatever gets you by.
It's funny.
Whatever gets you by.
It's funny we're having this conversation. Me and Hannah are having a conversation on the way here, and basically she came to the conclusion that it's all just for fucking nothing. Like, what's the point?
I mean, that's fair. I'm not.
I mean, I can see the argument. Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you there, Mikey.
My like thing is, there's definitely a destined path for everybody, and everybody's on the right track. Whether you think you are or you're not, you are. But I was thinking this morning while I was in the gym, I always do this when I space out, just go to a different planet. But I was like, if somebody in this room was God, how would I act in front of them? But like, that's what I started thinking. I was like, would I act differently to how I am now?
Yeah.
If somebody in this room was God watching me? Because there was this old man. But there was this
an old bloke in there. He looked like Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, they actually looked more like Santa. But but he was sat on.
Not talking about me, is he?
Yeah, I think so, mate. I wouldn't stand for that shit.
You weren't in the gym this morning, Jim.
Right.
He was on the treadmill, and he was just walking, and I was like, I wonder if he's God and he's watching. Would I act differently with knowing that he's God?
Yeah.
Would I be like, more? Like, would I be better at picking up after people?
Yeah, it's an interesting thing, isn't it? It's Would you?
So that's what I'm going to try doing.
Act as if there's an old bloke watching you.
Yeah,
that's fucking creepy.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really creepy.
I'm going to see if my demeanor and my mannerisms and everything change because I feel like somebody's watching me.
Yeah,
I think keeping an eye on me.
It's a good way to be, really, in a lot of ways, because whether you believe or not, just don't be a dick.
Yeah.
I've got an idea for a bit about starting my own religion, and the whole thing, the concept of this bit is,
I'm not joining it.
Don't be a dick. Like, and that's it. So
Don't be a dick.
Don't
What
be
would
a
you
dick.
call your religion?
And then I'm going to
Don't
go
be a
through
dick.
like the commandments and stuff and say, well, if you do that, does it make you a dick? Yes or no? It's just a silly little idea. But it's interesting you say that. Like, would you...
D-bad.
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 D-bad?
D-bad.
D-bad. What's that for?
Don't be a dick. That's your religious name.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm a bit slow.
D-bad.
D-bad. Yeah. Cool. Thanks for that, mate. I probably won't use that, but appreciate it. But no, it's an interesting concept you're saying. Would you behave differently if you knew for a fact he was watching? Because, let's be honest, there's a lot of noncery in the church, so they don't act much different, and they're supposedly believing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I do.
I don't know. There it is. We've kind of gone off track here, haven't we?
Yeah,
But
sorry.
I like it.
Through
Yeah,
that.
we've gone from heart attacks to noncery. That's pretty.
no.
I think that's a new record for us.
Typical
to be fair.
episode.
You asked me about regrets, didn't you?
Yeah.
Do I regret? And in short, the answer, no, I don't. Exactly what we've just discussed.
Yeah.
We've got a path. I believe there's... I don't believe in an entity as such, but I do believe that I was meant to meet you today. It's the first time I've met you. I was meant to meet you, you know, and that's just the way it is. And it used to really piss off my partners when I say, if I'm meant to spend the rest of my life with you, I will. If not, let's have fun while we're together.
Yeah.
Hey, that's so
They were like, thanks a bunch. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I respect the honesty.
Yeah, it's just how I am. If I want to.
Yeah.
But they might have other ideas.
Yeah. It's not always just down to you, is it? In that situation, you know,
it is what it is.
Two-pronged fork, so to
It
speak.
is what it is.
It is what it is. That should be the. I think we'll call that's the name for this podcast. This episode, it is what it is.
I was going to say, because we've
not
got
the
a fucking
podcast.
good
We've got
name.
a whole brand and everything. But yeah, the episode is. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Do you know what would really help us grow? Is if you could subscribe to the channel and like the videos. It'll cost you nothing, and it really helps the podcast to grow. So you had a heart attack, then you started Comedy Hotspot.
Yeah, tried to go back to work, quit.
Yeah,
Did comedy full time. I had a business partner at the time.
yeah.
I won't go into too many details about how that panned out, but let's just say we had different professional opinions on how we should go
Yep.
and where we should go.
Is this person still in comedy?
No. They walked away completely.
Right.
I'm a bit of a risk taker. I'll take a risk. I don't cancel gigs knowing I'm going to lose money because I don't like cancelling on comics and stuff like that. So I will take a risk. I'll take a chance. Whereas if your business partner, the idea is it's a bit yin and yang, but it's sometimes frustrating when, especially because I was the major investor into setting it all up, I had the final say. So I found myself just doing my own thing anyway. And I was doing everything my own way and splitting everything 50-50.
Doing everything and splitting the money. Yeah.
So that went by the wayside, and I cracked on doing what I was doing, and I wouldn't do it any other way.
Good.
And I love what I do. I don't think I'm going to get richer doing it, but I don't do it for that.
Well, I think there's a lot to be said. Like you just said, you left a 85 grand a year corporate job to do comedy. You're well aware that you're not going to be rich from doing it, but there's a lot to be said for being happy in your job. You know, I'm a club comic now. I'm not a rich man.
It's a massive thing being happy doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
I used to sit in a car for 10 minutes thinking, come on, let's just go and do it.
Yeah.
And it's just horrendous. No matter how ill I've been, no matter how much pain I've been at gigs this year, it disappears for 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's actually amazing. That put a proper smile on my face then.
Yeah,
That's
it's nice,
so
isn't
nice.
it? Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And not just for me, for anybody else who's got challenges, because we don't know what people's problems are when you look at them. And, you know, and the old adage, oh, you're looking really good. You know, and this morning I was in absolute bits.
Yeah.
So it's, you just don't know what's going on.
I've had a few people, I think I've had someone at one of your gigs before now, that it was their first night out after their husband had died or something. I think it was at one of your gigs. And that's just a really nice thing to be able to do as a comic, just to give someone that escapism for however long you're on stage. Like for you, obviously it's the whole show, so it's like a 3-hour show. For me, I'm doing between 20 and 30 minutes. But even to give someone that escapism for that amount of time is sounds a bit wanky, but such a real beautiful thing to be able to do for people.
I don't think that sounds wanky. I think that sounds
that's cool. And I look in the local, and something pops up on my thread. I don't go out my way looking for it, but something pops up on my thread. Oh, John Smith, number 7, such a road. had his van broken into and all his tools stolen. Well, I'll get hold of John Smith and say, look, mate, that's pretty rough, that. Here's 2 tickets for one of my shows. And I don't publicise. I guess I've just told some more people than I intended to. But
not many people watch this, mate. Yeah, don't worry about it. Like, you haven't blown
but I mean, if you want a message, just send us
If you want some free tickets, write a sob story. I'll send it to Jim. We'll hook you up.
I find the sob story. But there was a father who did a bit on a local website in Lincolnshire, and he was saying how his son had helped him from preventing suicide, him committing suicide and stuff like that. But when I contacted them, they couldn't afford a drink, so I covered their night. I bought them drinks all night and gave them tickets, and that makes me. I drive home happy.
Yeah,
thinking I've helped somebody out there, and they've never stopped talking about it. And now, occasionally, when they've got a bit of money, they come to a show.
Oh, I love that.
It's lovely that you did a nice thing, and I think you did it recently for the last one I did for you. Was it Sam Batch, or it could have been the one before? You put a post out. There was some tickets left over, and rather than like pushing them to try and sell, you did. I can't remember exactly what you did now, but didn't you give some away, or if someone deserves
a local hero,
right
somebody's been helping somebody, or if somebody's just fell on hard times, or you just want to cheer your best friend up because they've gone through a tough time or a break. Get hold of me, let me know, and I'll share these tickets out.
Yeah, and it's mad because a lot of promoters will just like try and discount last minute and just try and shift the tickets, and that does 2 things. Yeah, okay, it might fill them up, but it's going to piss off everybody else that's bought tickets at full price. But if you do it that way, giving them away, no one else in the room is going to be bothered by that. You're giving someone or however many people a nice night, and as I say, a bit of escapism. And also, you're filling the room up, so it's a better night all round. So I think it's a great, lovely thing that you do, mate.
I think that's really lovely. That's really nice. What it's reminding me of, though, is, when you see, like, a big act, like Jason Manford. But when you see a big act and you see their posts on Facebook, and then you see those people fucking doing the sob story to try and get the free fucking acts, and you're like, I can't feel sorry for that person because that feels like they're fucking griping.
If they're doing it deliberately, it makes me sick. Yeah. But I think,
the way that Jim's doing
it's rare I'll advertise out, but normally I go looking. If it pops up on my timeline and I just think, that's a bit sad. I don't know.
What do they call it? It's they say something in America for that. It's like, is it paying it forward?
Paying it forward.
Yeah, paying it forward. That's what you're doing, isn't it? You're paying it forward, so hopefully they'll go on and do the same.
And also, obviously, you're not doing it for this reason, but those people that you help there are obviously going to speak highly of you and your brand.
And it brings people in.
It brings more people in, absolutely.
And I remember I was at a gig in Sleaford, and a guy came over. I don't know if I've told you this before. A guy came over to me in the interval and looked at, when somebody looks at you because they know you and you haven't got a clue who it is.
yeah. I hate that so much.
And I think audience members expect me to remember who when I've got 30 odd shows around the country, and it's like, hello, mate, you all right? And he's like, yes, Jim, yes. And I'm thinking, he knows my name. He knows my name. He said, you don't recognise me, do you? I said, I'm sorry, no, I don't. He said, I was the priest in intensive care when you were in hospital at Christmas. And I said, was I like, what did you come and see? What? I was like...
He thought you were dying. He was praying for you, mate, splashing you with holy water.
He said, I knew I'd heard you'd gone in, because I'd seen you on the ward, and then I'd heard you'd gone into intensive care, so I wanted to come and see you. And I said, why are you here? He said, you tried to sell me tickets for the comedy. I said, on my deathbed? He's like, yeah, so that's why I'm here. You were telling me.
That's amazing.
And I just can't stop flogging tickets.
I can't believe you didn't give him free tickets after he's just blessed you.
They earn a lot of money, do them.
Give it the old Hail Mary and make sure you don't go to hell. And you're flogging him a ticket.
When you said he was the priest, I was like, he was the priest at school, was he?
Yeah. The old boys' school. Of course it fucking was. That joking aside though, that's lovely. I fucking love the fact that you're selling tickets.
I don't remember any of it.
No,
it's only because he's a priest, and I assume he's not lying. We know that they can at times, but
allegedly.
I thought, and I went straight to the green room telling the guys, like, I was like, I can't believe what an arsehole I am.
That's funny.
Trying to flog a guy tickets.
That's funny. I did a similar thing. I had surgery years ago. It's back when I was riding, and I had surgery, and I've got a major phobia of needles. I'm covered in tattoos, but I'm really needle phobic. And they gave me this stuff to calm me down before they anaesthetised me, and I felt fucking incredible. And one of the anaesthetist team had horses, and they came over and were sort of talking to me about horses, trying to distract me, and I tried to sell her riding lessons. Nice. I was like, I teach as well. Here's my number. I'll come and teach you how to ride. I fucking remember none of it, but I got told it the next day.
That's funny. That's funny. Do you actually teach? Like,
I did. I don't anymore.
Oh yeah, you said you taught Keanu Reeves, didn't you?
Yeah. Did you know that?
He normally bores me with stories like that time and time
again. I know, it's so boring to hear about Keanu Reeves. He always tells the boring stories. He doesn't say the nice stories.
I saved the good ones for this, mate. I want the content. Yeah, so he was getting ready to film, what's that one where he's like some samurai? Ronin. He was getting ready to film that.
That was a great film, by the way.
Great film.
If Keanu Reeves ever listens to this podcast, that was a brilliant movie.
I feel quite proud to have played a really small part in it because he was obviously over in the UK and needed to learn how to ride horses. So he got sent, their team obviously did a load of research and sent him to South Bucks RDA Centre, which is the Rider for the Disabled Centre. I assume they did that because there's a lot of safety equipment there and it's safe for horses, etc. And yeah, myself, I'm not going to mention one of the names because I'm not a big fan of him at all. The one that you know about from, I'll tell you after. He's a dick. He's a fucking dick. But me and Sophie Christensen and another coach taught Keanu Reeves how to ride a horse.
I love that.
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
That's
amazing. And he didn't fall off.
Did you speak to him like casually or did you just teach him? Like,
yeah. It was quite a social thing. He's one of the nicest blokes. Like people always say he's a lovely guy. He is lovely. Like there's no
one's
bullshit.
ever told me he's a lovely guy.
Have they not?
No.
All on
he's humble.
He's known for it though, isn't he?
He's known for being humble.
Yeah. He's and honestly, nice. he's just a lovely bloke.
Keanu Reeves is in like I'm a movie buff, so I've got like 10 movies that in my top 10. And like my number one.
I imagine there's 10 in your top 10.
What a dumb statement.
I've got 12 movies in my top 10. I don't know how many you've got, you fucking idiot.
Might have a tiebreaker.
Yeah,
couldn't decide.
It might be, yeah.
Maybe. Hey,
do sequels count? Yeah.
I don't know if now you're making me think
I've
about
got the Matrix. I've got the Matrix 1, 2, and 3 in there.
Exactly. But they would go into one category of the Matrix. You can't put Matrix 1, 2, and 3 all in the same.
So you've got 13 in your top 10.
I mean, you can. But
Godfather 2 won an Oscar. Godfather 1 didn't.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
But
so you have got 13 in your top 10.
I suppose so. But I'm just saying, like my number one favourite movie, and I've always criticised for it, is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Okay.
Because I just fucking love it.
I mean, entertainment's subjective. I don't think anyone can criticise you for that.
Nobody can say that, but they're like, why the fuck is that number one? Yeah. And I'm like, but it's a great fucking film. And especially like if
that's the film that gives you the most joy out of any other film. Yeah, and
it does. And it is like my number one. So much so that I named my son after Ted.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But anyway, but Keanu Reeves is in 6 of my top films.
Okay, cool.
So he's like a proper idol.
Is Ronan in your top 10?
No.
15?
Speed.
Speed is.
Speed.
I love Speed.
Okay.
Speed.
Well, I didn't play any part in Speed, but I did in Ronan. So yeah,
I might move Ronan into my top 10 just because I know that you had a part of it.
Appreciate it.
I was in a James Bond movie.
Were you?
Fuck off.
Tell us about that.
Wait. Let me guess. You played Sean Connery's sidekick.
Body double.
Sorry.
Sidekick.
James Bond's got a sidekick.
I didn't know if you said sidekick.
I was Odd Jobs.
Sidekick.
Odd Jobs body double.
Fucking idiot.
Like we all know that I give random fucking titles to like the hand gesture people.
Sidekick.
Like
Fuck me.
So I sidekick.
Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scenes where they're filming warships at sea.
Okay.
And I was on the warship. It was the ship I was serving on at the time, and
Are you actually on screen at any time?
I'm not on screen.
Oh.
I'm in. I said I was in.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, to be honest, I'm taking the piss, but that is very much like me saying I had something to do with Ronan. So, yeah. No,
that's the same kind of credit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Were you credited?
Nah.
But they didn't credit.
They didn't credit.
we
us.
were.
They didn't credit any of us.
HMS Somerset was
Yeah,
credited.
but that's not you, Jim.
I was in there. I was one of the key players on that said warship.
Yeah,
That's
fair play.
amazing. That's
That is
amazing.
pretty fucking cool.
That is very
awesome. Awesome.
I'm just because we're talking about it. I'm in Beatrix Potter. Just saying.
Go on, elaborate.
Beatrix Potter is.
We're here, so you may as well know. Yeah.
I grew up on a farm in the Lake District.
Yeah.
And Beatrix Potter had 28 farms
Yeah.
that she gave to the National Trust. Everybody knows this because it's facts.
I didn't know that.
Did
but
you not?
No.
All right. Well, she had 28 farms. Oh, I think she had more than 28, but one of the original 28 got given to the National
Is it a real
Trust.
28 or your top 28?
Shut the fuck up.
Do
you want to hear the story or not, man?
Are there
I swear
actually
to God.
32? Are there 32 farms in your top 28?
I don't know the exact numbers. I'm just fact checking.
Anyway,
But Beatrix Potter, the house that she originally grew up in, and the house that she had, was my girlfriend's at school's house. I'm digressing.
Yeah,
but one of the houses,
We hadn't noticed.
one of the farms.
Were you in the fucking thing or not, mate?
But one of the farms was like a staple point. It was rumored that the house that I grew up in was the house where she wrote Peter Rabbit, or where she came up with the idea for Peter Rabbit.
Okay.
So my garden was Peter Rabbit's garden. But they used the farm for the Beatrix Potter movie.
Potentially. It's a rumour.
But it's literally the farm is where they filmed a lot of the Beatrix Potter movie.
Okay.
The one with Renee Zellweger.
Cool.
Yeah, so like I was in the house while they were filming the house. So I wasn't in it.
So
I was
you,
like on the ship.
in the ship, in the house,
Yeah.
that allegedly she
But I'll
thought
tell
about
you what,
Peter Rabbit.
we did do. So they had to have like a really expensive helicopter because the valley and everything. They couldn't like bring cars and stuff down, so they airlifted everything with this really expensive helicopter.
Okay.
And we broke it.
How?
So they docked it and left it, and then they went off and did all the filming.
You pissed
And,
in the exhaust.
me and my brothers, were pissing about. I've never admitted to this.
Okay. It's all right. You're not on camera. It's just a voice.
Exactly.
Just a voice in the dark.
But me and my brothers, we were. I've got two little brothers, the twins, and we were pissing about.
What an
like,
exclusive.
pretending that like we were in the air, like we were doing stunts off this helicopter and stuff, because nobody was observing it, and we're three kids that live on a fucking farm. Like, we'll do what the fuck we want. And yeah, we were on like holding on to the helicopter and stuff, and pretending that it was in the air, just playing as kids do. And one of the things that we grabbed hold of was a really expensive aerial antenna. And it just snapped off.
What did you do?
I chucked it in the
Yeah,
river
launched
and
it.
fucked
Gosh,
off.
yeah. Put it in the river.
Yeah.
I thought you'd like just put it back on top. and
No, we launched it into the river and then
Launched
fucked
it.
off.
Mate, that definitely crashed on the way home.
They,
You killed people?
It wasn't able to take off because of that. Aerial.
really?
Yeah, there was no way that, because obviously you've got to do safety checks and everything,
Yeah.
and nothing was working.
Wow.
But yeah, they drove up the farm and asked my dad, "Do we know anything about this?" Dad said no.
Obviously not.
No idea.
I mean, you're not going to admit to breaking a
No.
multi-100,000 pound
My
or
dad
million
to
pound
this day
helicopter.
still doesn't know that it was us.
Oh, your dad didn't know.
No,
Oh, right. Fucking brilliant.
I know.
Wow. Oh, this has turned into a bit of a me and Mikey podcast, hasn't it?
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
sorry.
Jim. You
Sorry,
are
Jim.
here, mate, and it is important that we talk to you. We'll talk about that after. We'll go into some more
It's
details.
good to get things off your chest.
Yeah, it's good. Is there anything else you need to talk about, Mikey? Anything else? We can go into this. Talk to Uncle Rick,
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. Go on.
because that felt like a scar.
It was a scar.
Yeah, that felt
I'm
like
actually feel relieved.
that
I feel
felt
like
like
a
some
weight has been lifted off my chest.
Deep-rooted
Yeah,
pain that you've struggled to get over. Do you feel better now?
yeah, I do.
That's what
Yeah.
we do at the Unstable
I
podcast.
need to get back into focusing more on gym because
I thought you were going to say I need to
God's
get
watching, innit?
I need to get back into psychology or something, or
No.
therapy. I need to get back to therapy.
I do need to get back to therapy.
Right, so you had a heart attack, started Comedy Hotspot, split up with your wife. The heart attack, what sort of obviously you had the heart attack. What was the recovery like from that?
Pants.
Yeah.
I think it surprised me how long it took, because they whacked a couple of stents in, and it's surprising just how weak I felt after it. Your heart's
imagine.
effectively a muscle, and you think, well, if my leg muscles aren't quite there, you can still walk about and do
Fuck
stuff.
off, Jim. There was no need. There was fucking no need. There was no need for that kidney shot at all.
Yeah, I do apologise.
You know when your muscles and your legs feel weak? Yeah, fucking daily, Jim.
Well, then you'll be able to understand.
Welcome to my world, mate.
Oh man, that was funny.
There's a clip.
That when you just feel completely shut down. You feel so weak.
Yeah.
And it was really tough to come back from. Surprised me. So when people have heart attacks and they say, "Oh, I'll be back in 4," and you fucking won't be back in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
You need to give your body time. And I went back to work too early, and I went back after 5 months, and it was too soon.
You were doing the corporate job at this point.
Yeah,
still.
and I was still doing gigs and stuff, and you sort
Well,
of
I know you were doing gigs, mate, because I was.
I don't
of
know
all
why.
the people to trust with the emergency spray, Mr. Speed over here, he asked. So yeah.
Well, I don't have that anymore now.
No, which is great.
I've just got spare bags to catch shit in case something goes wrong with this one.
Love it.
So what did they do with the heart attack? Did they put a stent in or anything?
2 stents, yeah. They found the
2.
blockages.
Don't do things by halves, mate.
Oh no!
Yeah. He's got strong legs, but his heart.
And that's
dog
the
shit.
weirdest thing. That's the weirdest thing in that. You're awake when they're doing that, and you can see it on the
Fuck
screen.
that.
Whoa, that sounds
Fuck
awesome.
that off.
And,
nah.
They go in. They went in through my wrist
This shit makes me feel
And
weak. I don't like it.
with like a plumber's snake or whatever it was, and it just goes in.
Sorry?
And
A
then,
plumber's snake? Is this some
it's
fucking...
just, they just unwind it, and
is
it
this
all
some
goes in.
OnlyFans shit we're really talking about now?
And,
Get your plumber's snake out, baby.
And then they just find the blockages, and then they inflate balloons in there, put the stent on, take the balloons off it. I mean, it's just weird.
It's amazing what they do.
Yeah,
I mean,
That is amazing, isn't it?
The science is incredible.
And the follow-up operation I had to that was called a catheter ablation, where they're going through your groin.
Okay.
And inside your heart, there's a membrane that separates both sides of your heart.
Mm-hmm.
And electric current makes your heart beat.
Yeah.
And when it goes over you, it makes it beat properly.
Mm-hmm.
And when you fall out of rhythm, for example, one side's not beating the same as the other side.
Yeah.
It's because the electric current's not working. And what can cause that is if you've got abrasions, damage. So after my heart attack, I damaged parts of my heart. So there was abrasive bits, so the electric current wasn't going over it smoothly. So what they have to do is they go in with a soldering iron inside your heart and they burn all these abrasive bits. And when the scar tissue heals, it's smooth. But the weird thing about that, I was awake for that as well. Your lips go hot and you can smell it.
Whoa!
And the 42 parts of the inside of my heart they had to burn to get that.
42. Your lips go hot.
Yeah,
What, they do that through your groin?
Yeah, so they go, all the same again with all
I'm
these.
sorry to all the male listeners. We've just had a lot of people turn off with that.
Yeah. Well, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Because obviously all the
It's major artery
blood
stuff,
vessels and the arteries go direct to, so all they've got to do is find it, put it in, and just fucking push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was after that. He said, "Right, you need to stay exactly in this position now for at least 8 hours." And I was absolutely fully horizontal.
Yeah.
And he said, "Don't get up, don't sit up, don't do anything." And I said, and I sat up and I said, "What was that last bit?" And it just went and fucking burst. All my stitches burst and it was squirting blood everywhere. That's why I said lay flat. So to stitch me back up again.
Shit.
Following morning, they released me from hospital. It's. I do think they let you go a bit early sometimes.
Yeah, they've started doing that a lot more lately, haven't they? Sort of in and out. I mean, when I've had surgery as a kid, they'd keep you in for a few days, but then now, as soon as you've had a piss and a poo, you're out.
Yeah.
In fact, I had a surgery on my groin. I had like a weird hernia thing, and that they went in and put this. They stitched it all up and put this like gauze in. And it was all done through like the UK Sport private healthcare. It was like I was in a hotel. It was amazing. And the doctor came in. He says, "Right, as soon as you've had a wee, you can go." And me and my dad are sat there. He went, "Do you need a wee, Rick?" I was like, "Nah." He went, "Fucking just tell them that you've been, mate. Let's get out of here. I was like, yeah, all right, sound. So I went, yeah, I've been. Was it all right? Yeah. Did it hurt? No, it was sound. Got home. I didn't actually piss for like 2 days. I had to go back to A&E. It was like a bit, because whatever drugs they do, it's like stops you weeing. And yeah, I had a right fucking bollocking, because that's really dangerous, apparently. So if you're watching this and they tell you, don't fake it. Yeah. I think that's a good place to have a little break. What do you reckon, mate? We'll refill our cups and all that.
Empty my bags.
Yeah, empty your bags, and we'll talk about why you're emptying bags in a minute. We've still got the same sponsor. He's still fucking sponsoring us. Can you believe that? So here is a little message from the sponsor. If you're into Pokemon, Warhammer, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dungeons and Dragons, or anything like that, get yourself down to Triple C in Siston, Leicester, where they can take care of all of your needs. They're also a CGC specialist, so if you find any comics or cards knocking around in your grand's attic, get them over there, get them graded, and you never know, you might be sat on a fortune. If you're listening to this podcast, you get 10% discount on all of the CGC products using code UnstableCGC10, and they'll give you 20% off all of the Warhammer products using discount code Unstable20. Thanks very much. Back to the pod.
But yeah, just before we get back into it, I just wanted to wonder if I mentioned my dad before. He works on a farm, doesn't he? But he just messaged me during the break, and he said, I've just gone round to Jim's farm, which is really weird. But I didn't know you had a farm. But he went round to Jim's farm, and he said it was dead weird though, because he was like dancing, he was dancing naked in front of a tractor. I was like, oh, why was he doing that? And he was like, well, he's been having trouble with his missus, and he's been to therapy. And because he's been to therapy, the therapist said he's got to do something crazy to attract her.
Oh.
Trying to make comedians laugh, it's fucking difficult.
I mean, better jokes. Did you write that?
No, my dad did.
For fuck's sake. Did you, okay, right. So have you heard that joke before? Or
my dad told me it.
Your dad actually did tell you that joke?
Me and my dad send jokes all the time.
Oh, right.
But he sent me that legitimately.
Cool. Yeah, sweet.
It's not my joke.
My dad's favourite joke was, what does a donkey have for its lunch on Blackpool Beach?
I mean, it's a very specific question.
Half an hour.
See, that's a dad joke. Tell your dad to fucking sort himself out.
My dad's got great jokes.
Has he?
I thought that was a funny joke.
We should bring some more of your dad's jokes.
You want me to do a dad joke section?
I want you to do a dad joke section.
I can do a dad joke
Let's
section.
do a dad joke section.
I'll tell you what my dad's favourite joke is before we continue with part two.
I mean, this is going in. We've started part two. This is it.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome back to part two.
Welcome back to part. I'm not letting that fucking shit joke slide, mate. It's happening.
Thanks. I did say we were going to start again if it doesn't work. Yeah, great. But my dad's favourite joke is...
Hang on, sorry. You said we were going to start again if it didn't work. So was your idea of it not working us not laughing?
Yeah.
So in your head, we were starting again then?
I thought so.
Yeah, no, we're letting it roll, mate.
Okay,
that's content.
You're the boss. But my dad's favourite joke is, what do you call a dog with no legs? Anything you want, because it won't come to you. And then when nobody laughs, he says, sorry, I said it wrong. What do you call a dog with no legs? A cigarette, take it out for a drag.
Right.
Yeah? No? Okay.
Yeah. You got any?
Should we talk about suicidal thoughts and cancer?
Honestly, suicidal thoughts and cancer are more funny than what just came out of his mouth.
I was just telling you my dad's favourite joke. It's not my favourite joke.
What's your favourite joke?
My favourite joke?
Yeah.
What do you call a dog with no legs? My favourite,
it's how you tell them.
Yeah.
It's the delivery in it. Yeah.
Now my favourite joke is what happened to the fly that was on the toilet seat. It got pissed off.
I like that. Yeah. That's
cool. My favourite joke.
It's a step in the right direction.
I mean, it's a step forward.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. We should perhaps do a section where you have to write a dad joke each week. Not just give us a dad joke. You got to write a dad joke.
You want me to write jokes?
I want you to write a joke.
That's a good exercise. I'll do that.
Do that. Okay, cool.
That's weird though, because Kim said that to me last night.
Did she?
She actually said that. She was like, "Ricky's going to ask you to write jokes."
Is she really?
Yeah. I was like, "No, he won't. Why the fuck would he ask somebody that doesn't do comedy to write a joke, and then you just fucking did it.
That's spooky.
Weird, isn't it?
That is weird. That's some serious manifesting.
Told you, man. God's in the room.
Yeah, God's watching. Don't be a dick. Right, Jim, let's get on to a lighter subject now. Cancer.
Cancer.
Yes. So, you had bowel cancer?
Yes, I got my first letter, and I'm the type of guy that would probably, if I hadn't have had an heart attack, I wouldn't have bothered with any of that.
Oh, I'm exactly the same.
And I just thought, maybe I should, because my father died of cancer as well, not bowel cancer, but I thought, okay, let's do it. And then...
Just on that about not going to the doctor, I'm exactly the same. I had a weird little lump on my chest, and Hannah bullied me into going. Turned out it was just a cyst, and the doctor looked at the record. She went, first of all, she bollocked me and told me I should have come in earlier, and my girlfriend was absolutely right. But she's like, yeah, you just don't come in, do you? I'm like, no, why? If I'm not on death's door, chances are a paracetamol and a cup of tea will sort it.
Yeah.
You know.
That's such a fucking British thing to say.
Yeah.
I've never heard more of a British thing in my life. A paracetamol and a cup of tea will sort it.
There's very few things in life that aren't made better by a paracetamol and a cup of tea.
And I question the strength of paracetamol, having taken them for 10 months, and I just don't think I think it's placebo shit.
You reckon?
Cup of tea is
pretty
much the go-to before paracetamol.
Yeah, 100%.
So I previously had a job.
I'm not recommending people do that, by the way.
No, don't.
I'm not a doctor. Don't listen to me.
I used to work for NHS 111, and we used to get people. We used to get people ringing up and stuff and all sorts of shit. But I used to speak to doctors every day, casually, not professionally. And they used to there was people that used to train to become doctors, F1s and stuff, and going into. They used to come and do 111 part time just to keep their knowledge up and stuff.
Sorry, why are F1?
That's the first level of a doctor. Once they're qualified from uni.
In my head, Lewis Hamilton was being a doctor. Sorry, yeah.
There's a joke in
that.
Like the NHS had worked quicker if Lewis Hamilton was.
There's a joke in that, isn't there? Yeah. It's very niche, though. You could only do it to a doctor. It'd have to be a corporate, wouldn't it?
We'll have to get Michael on and see if he can do that.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, so paracetamol, we don't know how paracetamol works, is what I'm trying to get to.
No, I know that.
The doctor that I used to work with, he was studying, and we have no idea how paracetamol numbs pain.
This is one of my useless bits of information that I know. If it was synthesized today, it would never make it to human trials because they don't know the mechanism. Did I say that right? Mechanism.
Yeah.
They don't know the mechanism of how it works. They don't know the theory.
Yeah.
But just because we've been using it for so long, they go, yeah, right.
It's fucked up, though.
Have it for 30p in Tesco.
But that's what I think. And that's why when you said it's a placebo, I think it might actually be a placebo.
Could be.
It could be.
Could be.
If they're selling it for 30p for 16 tablets, it's not going to be the best thing available, is it?
Think about it.
I've had some proper juicy painkillers in hospital, but then
same.
They pack you off and they just say, get yourself some paracetamol, and you just think, do you know what? I'd rather save the 30p.
Yeah. when
I'd buy myself a bag for life or something.
When I broke my fuck good, paracetamol, get a bag for life.
Yeah, it'll last longer.
When I lost my ribs, all they did is give me paracetamol. Yeah, terrible. So you had bowel cancer.
So I got my letter back.
They give you a prescription for paracetamol.
Yeah, they said, come in, we need to have a quick check.
Sorry, you got your letter. What was the letter? Just saying you're of a certain age now, come and have a chat.
We'd like to invite you in for a colonoscopy. And that's it. They don't say we think we might have or anything like that. So then you think, okay, here we go. And then again, you're on your side, you're looking at the TV screen. And he was all jolly, the dude doing it, and he was like, "Oh, so he's been all descriptive. So this is a polyp, this is that, da 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 da." And then his mood changed when he looked at something that was a bit manky on the screen, and I was like, "What's wrong with him?"
I hope that's a nug.
It's just coated with something that'll wash away in time.
I hope that's a nug. Yeah.
So you just think, right, okay, and then. He's gone quiet, and all the nurses, I'm asking about,
talking of dad jokes,
and he's invited somebody to come in and watch and stuff like that, and I'm saying there's nothing better on TV you could be watching and type of stuff, and then it all went quiet, and then they invite you into a room after, and there's a box of tissues on the table. And I was
For
like,
the nug.
And it was like, right, okay. But he just said a matter of fact, right? We found a cancerous polyp and da da da. And then they all lean forward, and it's like, I understand. I'm perhaps a little, and I know I can be a little robotic in stressful times. So I used to be an incident manager in the military, so I can deal with, the ship's on fire and we're sinking. I can deal with that. I don't know how to sort of remain calm and just deal with stuff. So I was cool about it. I think they were more bothered about it than me.
I guess that from their point of view, from a professional level, they've got to deliver bad news. They do it. And I would imagine they get quite a high percentage of big reactions at that point.
Yeah.
Completely understandable. I'd like to think that if I was given that news, I'd like to react how you did. I'm not convinced I would.
I just kicked into... I just process it and almost... I'm a planner. That's, in the military, you formulate plans. And I think, right, okay, what's step 1, what's step 2, step 3? And I'm in their hands. I don't need to...
It's really interesting you say that because, as you know, my dad had prostate cancer. Well, I still got prostate cancer technically. And when he was being tested, it was the not knowing. It was that period between having the test and getting the news that psychologically was far worse than even being told that it was the worst case news. Like, obviously, we wanted it to be said no. But at least when you've got that news, you can make a plan. If it's too late, you're going to die. At least you can just go and fucking have a blowout. Or you can have a plan to get better. At least there's a plan in place, and
which I think is better. If you take these things as just a matter of fact, right? Every 2 years I'm going to get a letter. So it's just a matter of fact. I'm going to go and get my father had prostate cancer. So it's a matter of fact. I'm going to go and ask him. Oh, while you're doing that blood test, can you just check for prostate cancer?
Yeah, check the PSA.
And then it's just routine, and it's not an exceptional situation. And you'd be amazed. You probably wouldn't be amazed at the amount of people that I've spoken to since. And people say, it's really cool that you were so open about it. And I said, because I'm the type of guy that wouldn't have done this.
Yeah.
And they said, I've probably got, if I look for them, about 5 or 6 of these letters over the years where I've just ditched them or put them on the side and never bothered opening them. And then one came through 2 weeks ago, and I've done it because of what's happened to you.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to another guy who said, I'd rather not know. And I said, but you will know, but it'll be too late when you know. And your family then have got to deal with the fact that you couldn't be asked to find out and just shit on a stick.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
It's a bit awkward, and you might get it all over your hand because you got the stick in the wrong place and stuff. It's not how you do it. Scoop a bit.
Use a spoon.
Yeah. Come and hold this, love. Squat and cough.
Yeah.
So it's...
I'm going to put that on my cereal.
You just got to do it. And make sure when you put it in the vial that you level it off like a lager that's got too much head on it. You level it. You don't put that much in. So
I bet people do, though. I guarantee people do.
Yeah.
Proper fill it up to the top.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I bet some people are that nervous that they get the squits, and I bet they still hand in the liquid ass. I bet they fill it up with
Can they not check
whatever.
liquid ass?
I don't know.
I'm going to be sick, guys.
I don't know.
Move on a bit.
Do you remember that?
I'd send them back, though. If somebody was a dick and filled it and then frothed it at the top, I'd send it back and say, stop dicking about, do it properly.
Sort your shit out. Hey, see what I did there? So you did that. You had the operation, and basically they sorted out your cancer, but fucked you, didn't they?
Yeah, they severed a tube called your ureter.
Is that the willy tube?
It's not the willy tube. That's your urethra.
Oh, sorry.
Your ureter comes from your kidney down to your bladder. It carries your urine down to your bladder.
Okay.
And they cut it in half.
Accidentally.
Fuck's
sake.
And then for 10 days, my abdomen was filling up with urine.
Yeah.
And
so they didn't know that they'd done it until...
They said what'll happen is your bowels will start working in about 48 hours. Anything touches your innards, your colon or your intestines, it shuts them down. So once it settles, it'll start again in a day or two. Yeah. You'll go to the bathroom. We'll send you home for Christmas.
Right.
I was like, cool, okay. Yeah. But it weren't, and I could feel myself just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and thought, there's something not right here, and there's something not right. And then he rushed me into surgery on a Sunday, the 22nd.
Statistically, only 1% of the people viewing our content go over to Patreon, and we've got an amazing deal on at the moment. The first 1,000 patrons is just £1 a month, and that's not just now, that'll be through the lifetime of your membership. So please go across now to Patreon, sign up and help us grow. So, sorry, excuse my ignorance. So the kidney, that tube that was cut delivers liquid from the kidney to the bladder. So one of them was all right, one kidney was doing it, so you were still weeing, but the other one was just releasing it into anywhere. Yeah. Okay.
So you were still pissing at the time?
Yeah. Which is why. So they've said, well, all your signs seemed fine because you were still weeing.
Yes, scary stuff, man.
And then once they'd put me in, they put a drain in to drain it out, and they put a stoma in because they needed my bowels to start, because that's unhealthy in itself. But then the stoma wouldn't work because of the urine all over my innards. So,
sorry, a stoma is what takes the poo waste out.
Yeah. So they pop out part of your colon, I think it is. They snip it like a garden hose, so nothing goes past, and then there's a hole there where everything.
So it creates like a valve.
Yeah, and it just everything then comes out into a bag.
Yeah.
You have to be slightly cautious what you're eating because it can be a bit projectile if you've had peas or you haven't chewed your carrots properly.
Why is there always carrot?
So yeah, and that's that. And then it means so in intensive care. Then we just had to wait, and then they did a CT scan with contrast, and then they said, "Oh, we think there's a little leak somewhere." And then once they
a little leak,
and then they eventually found out.
Like
Said actually it's missing the X-ray, and they said there's about 2 inches of your ureter missing that connects to the bladder.
Sorry, how did it go from just cutting it to them cutting
I don't know.
It
I genuinely don't know. The word he used was, "We think we might have nicked your ureter." And then when they tried to stent it, they couldn't stent it because, well, only one end of it. There's nothing to put the other half of the stent on. And they said, "No, it's not. There's something not right here. It's not stenting." And they tried a second time with a different procedure. That failed. And then when they did the CT scan with contrast, they said, look on the X-ray here. This black, he showed me, he said, this black line here, that's your ureter. And then that grey bit, there's your bladder. He said, there's a gap where the rest of your ureter should be. We think that might have just fallen at the back of your bladder.
Oh, well, that makes sense if it's folded down. Yeah, okay.
And so that was that. So, but when they thought my cancer had spread, they said, right, we just need to... So they put what's called a nephrostomy. So now I have a tube coming out my kidney, poking out my rib cage that puts urine into a bag. So I pee normally. I pee into a bag, and I crap into a bag as well.
So one kidney...
So you've got 2 bags on you now?
Yeah.
That's fucking shit.
So one kidney is working and goes normal.
And it's all reversible.
Yeah.
It's just because there's so much going on, my heart fell out of rhythm, my diabetes is a mess. These 2 bags, it's not coordinated what they're trying to do. They're just saying, all right, don't eat this food to make the content of your stoma thicker. That'll be better for you. And the diabetes team are saying, don't eat that. That's not good. Eat this, and then that's affecting this, and it's just not joined up. My diabetes being poorly managed meant they couldn't do the it's called a rigid sigmoidoscopy, where they go in into your bladder to have a look at what's going on, so they can come up with a plan of how to fix it. Well, they couldn't do that because my diabetes weren't cool, and they put you to sleep for that. So now they're going to reverse this.
Sorry, were they not allowed to put you to sleep because your diabetes, in case you don't wake up?
Complications, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Right.
So they'll reverse this, and then they said your diabetes will get better just because this will not be...
Right.
This is not going to... Your body, your contents will all be better managed. And then we'll have to go back in and do this. So this, I'm hoping, will be done before Christmas. This is what's affecting me day to day. It's difficult for me to lift. It's difficult for me to bend. It's painful when I drive. Seatbelt rubs on it, and that's just exposed colon. The seatbelt's rubbing on. I've got a cushion, but the cushion still moves. The acidic content going on open
What about
wounds.
one of those? Sorry to interrupt. What about one of those? You know those neck things you have on an airplane? Could you not put one of them around it?
I had a look online. There's loads of things, big sort of donut-y things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this, it doesn't seem to matter much. I've used a couple of different things. and it doesn't seem to
Fucking hell, Jim.
change much. And the content, you just can't get the content right. So it's really runny, and when it's runny, it compromises the seal, so it can leak. I have to wake up every 2 hours to empty it, otherwise it just bursts in bed, which is not, nobody wants to be waking up in a pile of shit. So it's.
I mean, well, I was going to say before, I've been there, mate. But
don't mind if you're still pissed from the night before. But so yeah, it's just that's the challenging thing is the fatigue, because that again affects you mentally.
messes your head up, yeah. And you're self-employed. If you're tired, you can't work, you can't earn, you can't eat.
So I've been doing gigs. I've skipped hardly any gigs.
Yeah, I know. I've been there.
But hey, we'll get there. You just one day at a time.
So have you got a sort of? And have they given you any sort of time frame that you can?
I've got no dates for operations, but the next step will be to reverse it. So they've done all the checks now to say everything's okay for us to open your bowels up again. The surgeon that's going to reverse it is the one that.
Oh yeah, that's confident.
That's reassuring, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's gonna. But she said, "Oh, it's you're on my list, which means I'll be able to hopefully get you up the list quicker. And if there's a cancellation, you'll get it. That kind of stuff." But
yeah, I mean that was one of the caveats originally. If you're doing this pod, wasn't it? If you get the phone call, you'll have to go there, which is I completely understand.
Yeah. So we'll get.
This podcast is way more.
This podcast is a lot more important than your health.
You'd have come
Jim.
to me.
Yeah, we'd have done that. Yeah. That Patreon special. When we're going to do this. When Jim gets the phone call, we're going to go to the hospital and we're going to film a Patreon only special. So sign up for the Patreon. Don't tell him that, you fucking idiot. We're trying to get him to sign up for the Patreon.
That's another one of my stories.
Yeah. He's full of shit. Don't listen to Mikey. He lies.
No, I'm not full of shit. His bag is.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, that's why we don't let him on camera, because he's full of shit. And don't forget, like I said last week, he's racist.
You're racist, bro. You're the one that wants white pilots.
No, I don't. I just think we should have good pilots.
They have to be white.
No, they don't. They don't have to be white. Have you heard all this about them lowering the standards of stuff to increase diversity?
I think the thing that leaps into my mind was the air traffic controllers in America, wasn't it? Where they blamed cultural diversity on the low standards of. Yeah,
the thing, and I might be a little bit misinformed. I've not looked into it properly, but my understanding from the little bit of research I've done is that they're trying to increase diversity within a lot of areas, and I 100% back that. I absolutely think that is important. I just don't think it should come at a detriment to the standards.
No.
So, and if that makes me a bad person, then so be it.
And the thing in America with the air traffic controllers, air traffic controlling is an incredibly difficult job.
Yeah.
My ex-wife trained to do it. And she was as sharp as a tack and really good with the multitasking required to do this, do that, check that, send that information, write that down.
I'd be lost.
And she was brilliant at all of that, and she failed it and said, it's just the hardest thing I have ever tried to do.
Yeah.
And that's on an airbase. It's not Heathrow.
Yeah.
That's on an airbase where they've got about 4 planes a day landing.
Mad. Yeah.
And then to go to a major airport and do, Gatwick, it must be insane.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so important to get right.
So I don't care whether you're green. If you're good enough, you should be doing that job.
Exactly. I couldn't give a shit if you're male, female, trans, whatever.
I mean, I'd
black, white, Chinese.
To do it, because they're a fucking alien. They know
They're
how
an
to
alien.
fly, don't they?
Yeah. As I say, I don't care who does it, as long as they are whatever the standards are, they meet. And I don't think that. It's the same. I think the same with disability. If they're trying to increase the disability diversity quota, I don't think that the standard of whatever that job should be reduced. There's a lady. We're actually going to get her on the pod. I haven't told Mikey about this yet. She's German. She's an anaesthetist, and she's got no legs from the knee down, and she's only got I think 3 fingers on each hand. And at the time, the university and the hospital that she was getting qualified at, they refused to change the standards for her. So she had to deliver the anaesthetic and do everything at the same height. So she had to put the fake legs on and stuff. And I agree with that. I don't think that they should change the standards because someone's fucking life is at risk at the end of the day, just because you want to get more disabled people in. I agree with that as a sentiment, but don't lower the standards to get that. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I totally understand.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
And you are saying it correctly. And from listening to that pod as well, is the one sentence that sticks out is like we were joking and we were laughing about it, but it's true. If you get on a plane, you want to make sure that you're going to land.
Yeah.
And it's going to be safe.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that it's like the best quality of job.
Yeah.
You don't want to be lowering those standards.
Exactly, 100%. And it's, it's that's just my take on it. So again, we've diverted away from Jim here, but it's all right.
I think did I open the door? I don't know.
Well, it's a team effort.
Yeah.
Let's blame Mikey.
Yeah.
Let's blame Mikey.
My fault. Yeah,
but
sorry.
What I was going to ask, so obviously you had the cancer, they did all that. So in theory, they fixed that, sorted that, cancer sorted. Mm-hmm. So all the problems that you've had since are a result of negligence?
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
Well, that's the word I'd use, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure the hospital wouldn't necessarily.
Well, they're going to have to defend that in a court, aren't they?
Well, they said it was routine, but
yeah,
it's routine.
I don't think it's
chop a bit of you off.
Yeah, I don't think it's routine to slice and dice unnecessarily.
But we'll find out. We'll find out where that goes.
Yeah. I don't want to put you on the spot, and I don't want to cause any problems with any legal cases, so I won't press for that. But I assume that is something you're chasing, and rightly so, because you've had a lot of. I know you on a personal level and a professional level.
It's not my thing to do that, but when it's not like they've just grazed my finger while they were doing something. They've proper fucked me up.
Exactly. I think there are levels to it, aren't there? And I'm the same as you. If it was a very minor thing, I'd turn a blind eye. Do you know what I mean? If for example they give me the wrong painkiller one day, as long as it didn't kill me or cause any long-term damage, sound. I can deal with that, but they've fucking made you suffer, mate.
Yeah, and how long have you been going on with this?
10 months.
10 months. Yeah,
it's a long time.
It is.
Physically and mentally.
It gets through to you after a while.
Yeah. I mean, we've spoke it. It's getting to you.
Yeah. It's 10 months. 2 days ago, 18th of December, I went in.
Yeah.
But,
it's fucking tough, man. And you're a good bloke. You've been very good to me. From it's you don't want to see it to anybody, but especially someone you like. And I'm not just saying that because you're in front of me. But
I'm not getting no mate for you to suck if that's what you're angling at.
Oh, in that case, you're a twat. But no, it's I really wish you the best and hope that it gets better for you, mate, and you get what you deserve.
There's no more certain.
Yeah.
That sunshine follows rain, baby.
Love that.
Oh, that's a good saying.
I love that. Mate, there's loads more that I want to talk to you about, but I've just had the sign that we're coming towards the end of the episode. And I think that is actually a lovely place to leave that. So because I do want to talk to you about some more stuff, will you stick around a bit longer and do a bit for the Patreon?
Yep, of course.
Really appreciate it. That's an episode, guys. Thanks very much for sticking around. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please just press that little subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really, really helps the podcast to grow. If you want to join up for the Patreon, it's still just £1 per month. You're not going to miss that, and it really helps us to grow. So please go to patreon.com/unstablepod. Jim, where can they find you, mate?
www.comedyhotspot.co.uk, and on Facebook, Comedy Hotspot, and Instagram. And get yourselves checked.
Yeah, we'll put all the links to Jim's socials in the description box. Do check out Jim's nights. He runs some fantastic nights. I'm not just saying that. They really are top quality nights. The best club acts you're going to see. And TV acts you have on as well. Really, really good. Well run in good venues. So do get along to that. Thanks ever so much. We're going to go over to Patreon now because there's loads of stuff that I want to talk to Jim about. You had an experience with a Ukrainian lady that you tried to help, and she fucked you over. There's loads of other stuff that we're going to talk about as well.
I can tell you how many 2p coins I can get down my foreskin.
It's impressive. It's impressive,
yeah,
and we'll tell you
more.
And we'll tell you how I know that as well.
He's going to show us.
He's going to show us, yeah. And we're going to talk a bit more about your military days because you've got some stories there that I know that you're going to tell me. So please go across to Patreon, and we will see you next week. Have a good one. Ta-da.